Star Trek 2 and 3, Eddie. The Wrath of Khan. You can hear Kirk yell, Khan!
So many great lines from that movie.
Star Trek 3, Search for Spock.
I like this one too. I like part 3 a lot, but that's the greatest Star Trek movie
It's ever made. Yeah. Greatest Star Trek movie ever made, Eddie.
And I will dispute that with anyone.
Eddie, you know Star Trek 4 ranks up there as one.
You know, that movie gets a lot of love, and I understand why, but I was never all that crazy about The Voyage Home. I mean,
You're like me. I don't like it either. I never did like it.
I thought it was. Don't get me wrong. I like it. It's. I'll watch it, but
that's where Kirk has to go get a dolphin or a whale, ain't it?
A whale.
Yeah, has to go get a whale.
They go back in time and go to Earth and have to get 2 whales to save.
Future.
Yeah, save the future.
We need to get some whales.
Scotty says, "Hey, there be whales here."
Eddie, look what I found us, buddy.
There's
The A-18.
There's all 4 of us on the cover.
There's me in the vehicle getting ready to drive off. Fresh out of the insane asylum.
There's me holding the rifle, or the machine gun there.
There's Jason there looking all intense and
And Chris.
yeah.
Right there.
Yep, Chris. It's a shame we never got a sequel to that.
I know.
It was
a really good movie. I enjoyed it a lot. I thought it was very entertaining.
Yep. See what we could find.
You got some niggas, some good movies here. Villains.
I got that.
I got all the best ones here. Oh, and I got Star Wars Battlefront 1 and 2.
I got them both too. I ain't started 2 or
They're fun. Yeah.
there's Spider-Man, buddy.
I got Spider-Man. I got Mad Max. You know, this might be, I swear, if I had to make a top 3 list of my favorite games of all time, I swear I absolutely love Mad Max.
I got it. I ain't never played
Man,
it yet.
it's so good. I beat it, and it's so fun. It's such a good game.
It is such a good game.
It really is. I got all the best ones here. There's Battlefront 2. There's Injustice Ultimate Edition. I've
got the first Injustice. I ain't got 2.
Man, it's good.
Yeah.
Arkham Knight. I got all them. I got all the well, I don't have all the Assassin's Creeds, but I do have.
I've got a bunch of them.
I got 4 of them.
I ain't started them all for the PlayStation 3. I've got a bunch of them for it.
I got all the. I wish they had a copy of that game Barbarian here.
They might have it now. They've got a bunch of PlayStation 2.
They do. I may have overlooked it actually.
Pirates. Harry Potter.
See what time it is.
Yeah.
We better be heading out, man.
We better be heading out,
We're
Chris.
heading out now. Actually, about 25 minutes.
Found something at the pawn shop, buddy. What'd you find, man?
Shitty Dracula movie.
But
I don't know how good it is. I collect Dracula movies, and this is one of the few that I'm missing. It's out of print. It's put out by New Concord. Anything put out by New Concord is out of print. Hard to find.
yep, that's pretty cool. I remember you picked it up and showed me. And
Produced Roger Corman produced it, so
yeah,
you know anything Roger Corman, and you know whether he directed it or produced it, I try to grab it.
Yeah, I don't blame you, man. It looks interesting. I mean, even the case does.
Well, I'll read the back of it. It says,
compelled by a chance encounter with a cryptic stranger and obsessed by visions from the ancient past, a gorgeous woman travels to Europe and comes face to face with a personal horror. 5 centuries ago, she had been burned at the stake. Dracula Rising weaves the ultimate vampire legend, the romance and tragedy of one man's undying passion that led him to sell his soul in this epic horror of Vlad Dracula. Exchanges salvations for immortality so he may avenge the brutal death of his true love. Now he journeys to the 20th century to lay claim to the woman he so desperately loves. And he's going to get that ass.
that should have been a tagline for the movie.
He's going to get that. It's a free jacket, Chris. I picked up Free Jack, Chris, at the pawn
Free
shop.
Jack.
You ever seen him?
With Emilio Estevez.
And Mick Jagger.
Anthony Hopkins.
Yeah.
You should show him everything you got.
Well, I'll show it to him when we get out. We better go on in.
Yeah, it's almost time for the. Oh shit.
What'd you do?
Going to go see Venom. Actually, I think this mission's going to go off. We got everything together today. And I think the screen's actually working.
Chris didn't bring a mask.
Well, oh, finally walking out there, Eddie. Eddie, I had to take a monster one, buddy. I had to run to the bathroom.
Thanks for sharing with the whole world.
I want them to know about my.
Minds wanted to know that.
I want them to know that I held it that long for Venom.
Well, I'm sure the makers of the film appreciate that.
Yeah.
See, they will. I'm gonna put down held this P for Venom. But oh, Eddie, we just got out seeing Venom. It was. It was better than the first one.
It was better than the first one, but for one, it's too short. It feels very rushed. The entire third act feels rushed.
Yeah.
It's very anticlimactic. The villain Carnage didn't go out with a bang the way he should have. It was very meh. The whole ending. After the scenes credit is cool.
Yeah. For what it lies ahead, because it seemed to hint that we're going to see some more.
Previews was good.
The
though.
previews were good, but as far as like one thing I didn't like about this film is the same thing I didn't like about the last one. I think a lot of there's too much humor in it. There's too much silliness. They try to make the character too funny.
They try to make it a buddy cop.
Yeah,
Buddy cop movie.
95% of the jokes fall flat for me.
And too much ghetto.
There's
crap.
too much. There's just too much. It's too silly. The movie should have been rated R instead of PG-13.
They want to make money, Eddie.
Cletus
PG-13.
Cassidy, I know Carnage is a character that needs to be rated R.
Yeah, because he's criminally insane.
Cletus Cassidy in this movie doesn't feel menacing. He doesn't feel as crazy as he should be. Not like he is in the comic books. In the comics, he's a straight up psychopathic lunatic. He's scary. In the comics, he's scary. In the movie, he's not.
I think we talked about this a couple of weeks ago. I told you that they was going for funny, crazy,
Going to soft.
Yeah.
soft, funny,
6-year-old.
crazy.
Yeah, this movie, it should have been rated R. Cletus Cassidy does not feel like Cletus Cassidy, not the way he should be.
Well, it's the same complaints with the last one. They started to make a really horror film. It was like a body horror film. And then all of a sudden, and Tom Hardy said that like a good portion of the film was cut out. And because all of a sudden it went from body horror movie to buddy cop. All of a sudden, and this one, I can see that Sony wants to make as much money as possible. They want to do PG-13 and make as much. That's the way Morbius is going to be. Morbius is going to be made that way, and
That's another one that needs to be rated R because Morbius should definitely be rated R. That's an R-rated character.
I think the only films that we're going to see from these Marvel movies that's going to be rated R is Deadpool. They've already said Deadpool is going to be rated R for the swearing and Deadpool being crazy. But they said the rest of his appearances in the Marvel Universe is going to be PG-13. Like when he shows up in... We know there's going to be other Avenger movies. We know there's going to be Captain America 4. Those movies that Deadpool appears in the head is going to be PG-13 from what they've said. So,
all in all, it was all right. If you like the first one, you'll like this one.
it was better to me than the first one because I had one tone all the way through the film. It was one tone. It didn't just radically shift. But like you said, the film goes too quick. It's like there's no build to anything.
Honestly, it's about what I expected going into this movie. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'd give it about
I'll give it about
5.5.
I'll give it about 6 to 7. Yeah, it's not to me. I don't think Sony wants to make money with the films. It's just that this movie just goes too quick, and there's no build. I mean, there's no build with any of the characters, and we're left hanging with one character we're not going to mention. All of a sudden, you're like, what? And then you start thinking like, okay, there's something there because this one character, if you watch this movie, we're not going to give spoilers away. Watch this movie, this one character does not age. We're sitting there looking at this movie, and I told Eddie and Chris, I was like, as if we noticed something, this character really didn't age that much. And it's like,
I actually have an idea. I don't know if I should say it, what they're going to do with this character.
yeah.
I have an idea.
But yeah, I don't have no idea, but once you say it, probably about Marvel character-wise, we'll see. But we'll see. But stay for the end credits. The after credit scene really sets the stage. And
another thing, I like Woody Harrelson as an actor. Don't get me wrong; he's been in a lot of really great stuff.
Yeah.
But he's too old. He's too old for this role. They should have got someone about 20 years younger to play Cletus. I tell you who they should have got. If they come to me and said, "Hey, who would you recommend that we get play Cletus Cassidy, Carnage in the new Venom movie?" I would be like, "What's that Jerome dude that played in Gotham? That played,
yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
I know who you're talking
He
about.
plays in that new Amityville Awakenings movie. Jerome something. I can't remember his name. That is who they should have got to play Carnage. That's who I would have picked.
I was going with Jackie Earl Haley because I was thinking same ages. What's his name? And I was thinking more psychotic, crazy, and but I can see going younger.
Yeah, and I'm honestly, I've never really been crazy about Tom Hardy as Venom, as Eddie Brock. He's all right, I guess. He's better than the guy in Spider-Man 3 they got. What's his name?
Topher Grace. Yeah.
But I'm still not crazy about Tom Hardy as Venom.
I think half the movie is just basically Eddie Brock and Venom arguing half the time and trying to get. There's just
too much silliness, too much joking around, too much. It's because that's just not my kind of humor.
Talking about that guy?
Yeah, what's his name?
It's actually, he was way off. It's Cameron Monaghan. Monaghan.
Mm.
Cameron Monaghan.
Mm-hmm.